Welcome, everyone, to Unsealed and Revealed, the web series from Sideshow in which me and two of my geekiest besties will always bring you the latest and greatest and coolest new things in the six-scale world. 150 episodes today, right now. We are hanging out in the sesquicentennial celebration. What's everybody got to say for that, Paul? I see you brought some party favors. Guys out there wearing a special hat. What do you guys think of all this?
This is great. I invited some friends.
I see.
You know, we got Stan Lee, astronaut, back there, still dancing. For those of you that ever saw that episode, yes, it was one of our 150 episodes. That was number 2. That was episode 2.
Dang, wow. That's really, okay, that we just brought the whole thing full circle just with that one graphic. Guys, I cannot believe that I am here for this. It's such a big deal for me to actually be here with you. There's not an episode that goes by that I don't sit here in the pre-show thinking, I can't believe I'm still a part of this. And now I get to be a part of this today. It's just so thrilling. And I'm very, very happy to be here with you guys one more time. We've got a lot of cool things in store for you today. But to be entirely honest, I'm not entirely sure what they are. Yeah, Guy and I have been kept in the dark by producer Alan. Paul, do you have anything that you want to contribute here before we move ahead and find out what's going to happen?
I already brought this. What more could I possibly contribute to the show? All right, everyone. Hello. Welcome in. It is day 2 of Sideshow's birthday extravaganza. Me and Sideshow are the same age, which means we get this. We have the same taste in clothes. We have the same. We play with the same toys. But again, we have an event all week, everyone. We've got so many. We've got so many things for you all. Again, go to side.show/bday22. You can see the whole schedule for the week. You can see all the giveaways. But another really important link that we need you guys to go to after the show, of course, is side.show/live. Side.show/live. Tomorrow, noon o'clock, we are doing a live shopping event that's going to be actually on our website. We are very, very excited to do this. We have never really done a live shopping event quite like this. And of course, we'll have just a few items, but they will be discounted and you're going to get some awesome stuff during that show that you can't get anywhere else, that are aside from even the discounts that you are seeing on the website when you go to side.show/bday22. So go to side.show/live, register via SMS to be notified when we do go live, and then you can just bookmark that page because when it does go live at noon o'clock Pacific, it'll just flip over and you can just watch there, comment, hang out, let us know what you think. Again, we always love being able to do things with you, but most importantly for you. So very, very excited for that. Terry, I know you will be there because you are there for all of our shows, all of the live shopping. We get Terry all the time.
even though I don't think I'm contractually allowed to buy any of this stuff, I just like watching everybody live my experiences by a proxy. It's fun to watch everybody having a good time, and just looking at things that I wouldn't ordinarily get to see. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and everybody, the shows are really well put together. I can tell you guys are having a good time, and that's sort of infectious.
All right. Well, everyone, we are on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So if you guys have any questions about anything, please let me know. I'm hanging out in the chats with you. And with that, I'm going to fade away into the background. Hurry, Sam. Hurry.
We lost Paul. All right, Guy. Well, I mean, like I said earlier, neither you nor I have been made aware of what today's content is going to be. All we know is that it's a birthday party. It's Sideshow's birthday party. And by the way, with Paul and Sideshow being the same age, with him rattling off all the things that they were doing together, I actually assumed that he would be popping in saying that he went to prom with Sideshow, which would have really made my day. But thanks. Try harder next time, Paul.
It's wild when they do the birthday things that I was like, oh my goodness, because I haven't worked with Sideshow for that long, but I was collecting pretty much from day one. I was there within the first year. I think
you've been collecting longer than I have. I think that's safe to say.
But I've always liked what they've done, and it's a really incredible thing to be able to be part of this, and you and I getting to play. So I have no idea what we're going to do today.
I don't know what we're going to do today. I know we've got a lot of cool things coming up that we can't really talk about right now, but just keep an eye on the social media channels, everybody, because I think that there are going to be some announcements, maybe even a surprise show later in the week. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. Nobody tells us anything clearly. In fact,
now we might get to know what's going on.
It really looked like he just popped out of that background.
He was over at the punch bowl this whole time.
I had no
I didn't know you were going to be here.
What the hell?
He was spiking the punch bowl. Let's be honest.
No.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you.
As long as you guys are here, let me know. Let me tell you what's going on. So, it is
Talk to
my
me, Goose.
birthday show. It's 150 episodes. That's no slouch. So, what I did is I secretly, covertly, ninja style, went into the Sideshow warehouse and found a few completely almost, some are all sold out, can't get them anywhere else, and some there's only a few left, and I hid those behind other boxes in the warehouse so no one knows where those are. That's right.
Sneaky man.
So we are going to be giving those away today. These are things you can no longer buy, long been off the website. So what's going to happen is when Paul alerts you, I'm going to make sure I'm not running over here because it's going to start pretty soon. Oh, okay, I have a few minutes. Paul's going to alert you, and we're going to drop a Gleam link. You'll have 5 minutes to enter that Gleam link, but you don't know what you're entering for. So then once 5 minutes is over, it'll randomly select a name from one of the platforms. We'll say who it is. Then Guy will open your present for you, and you will see what you've won. Yes. So it's exciting. We always love, especially here at Unsealed, rewarding fans for watching. If you're new, I saw some new people in the chat. That's really cool. Please come every week. We do a lot of fun stuff. We give a lot of stuff away, and we're here to support the fan base. So that's right.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
Sam, correct me if I'm wrong. You've been here for every episode, right?
Every single one.
Yep. Sam and I, this is sesquicentennial for both of us. It's exciting.
Wow.
Guy,
Yeah.
don't jump on Sam's parade. I was calling out Sam. Jeez.
All right. So are we gonna? Yeah. Let's. So are we gonna
All right,
start
so,
giving? When are we gonna give this stuff away? It's,
Well, we have 2 minutes before the first Gleam. Is that right, Paul?
okay. Yeah.
We sure do.
All right,
yes.
tell you what. I'm going to go get it, and I'm going to set it here. And that's going to buy us a little bit of time. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Guy, man, I'm really glad that you're the one who's going to be actually handling these gifts, so to speak. 150 episodes. Wow, you must be exhausted.
I love it. I could do them every day. I'll have to tell you, what interests me is number one is finding out what it is. But oh God, what if it's one I don't have, and then I'm going to wish my name got called out. Yes, there are figures that I don't have. Not a lot.
Don't you do it that guy? You pre-order quicker.
Yeah, pre-order. So, click the button.
Don't miss it next time.
Now, Terry, do you remember what your first Sideshow piece was, whether it be 6th scale or other? Because we're celebrating the birthday of everything.
Yes. It was the Morgul Lord 6th scale statue from the Lord of the Rings line back in the early aughts.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, followed shortly by I think Gandalf on Shadowfax. Was pretty much collecting exclusively Lord of the Rings for a long time, then they got the Star Wars and Marvel licenses, and all of a sudden,
Paul, I think drop the first Gleam.
Gleam
oh,
going.
hey, it's done.
Gleam
Right,
is
it's done.
going.
Yeah.
All right, how many minutes do they have?
5 minutes, everybody.
They've got
You have
5
5
minutes
to enter this contest.
Which let's
So,
you and I discuss our first. So my very first one. It's funny that you bring up the Lord of the Rings one. I was at a bar in London called the Grapes. And I walked in, and there's Gandalf's staff. That I'd seen. Oh, boy. And I was like, that's kind of a neat thing they had. And I go back, and it's a small place. I go back toward the thing, and here is the bronze Gandalf Sideshow statue. And I thought, man, that's rare, because they didn't make many of them. And I thought, this person's definitely heavy into the Sideshow stuff and heavy into Lord of the Rings. And lo and behold, it turned out it was Ian McKellen's bar. So this
Hey,
picture
course it was.
I'm interrupting real quick. There's maybe some new people in the chat. If you don't,
I'm sorry,
know how to
we're not
enter
hearing
the
you there,
Gleam-
Alan.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can we hear? Okay, cool. I
All right.
couldn't. Yeah, sorry.
If you don't know what to do, enter the URL at the bottom of the screen so you can enter the Gleam contest, or click on the link that Paul's dropping in the chat. That's how you enter to win.
Yes. A lot of people are old hands at the Gleam contest. Some people might be new to that. So yeah, just click on that link and follow the instructions, everybody.
Now,
I believe you can enter as many times as you like as well.
Terry, are you entering your name and my name just in case?
I would never do such a thing, man. That would break the rules.
I mean, you know who definitely is entering their name? Barry, your brother Barry.
Paul.
I know damn well
Paul.
he's doing it.
He's down there Paul's down there pretending to be handling things in the chats, but I can see from here that he's actually just entering the contest.
I'm very busy.
He's very busy. Well,
Stop talking to me right now.
I'm like, there's no way that Paul is not busy enough to ask him what his very first Sideshow piece is. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
I actually do. It's my my Deathstroke from the Arkham games. Because
Really?
it was the only one I actually saved up for it, and I could afford it. So
Wow.
I
Awesome,
love
man.
that.
and it wasn't even. It was still like super reasonably priced. I still did the payment plan, but I was like, do I want to do it? But I still am obsessed with those games. So that had to be my first piece. I didn't get into collecting until later in my life.
That's a solid selection, man.
It's it'll
Great piece.
It is a wonderful spiral. You just keep
Yeah.
you keep on. I can't believe how many I've been doing.
To be entirely honest, Paul, I was probably older than you when I started collecting. So,
Well,
yeah.
And then I wanted to just pop on real quick, just to let folks know, because we do still have the giveaway going. The link is right here. You can see it. Go to side.show/mystery1, enter on Gleam. Just letting you know, as with every single giveaway that Sideshow will ever do, from now until the very end of time that you see in Doctor Who, they are all U.S. only.
Great
I
episode.
wish we could make them international, but due to international giveaway laws, all Sideshow giveaways are U.S. only. And specifically for these, you have to be present to win. So if you are in the U.S., you do enter. You got to be present to win. When we call your name, you got to say, here, Horton Here's a Who, I am here, I am here. However, you got to get our attention. But whether you are on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, let us know. But as always, all giveaways are US only. All right.
Man.
To get a present. Speaking of presents, do you know that producer Alan wrapped this? And I don't know. I'd love to get a close-up of it. I mean, but the corners on here, ridiculously tight. For those of you, I just want to show off this packaging. As you can see, we have some bright colors represented here on that slight off-white backdrop. Oh, here he is to talk about how he did it.
I don't want to misrepresent. Mrs. Producer Allen did this. Yeah, I didn't do this. My
that
lovely
makes more
wife
sense
jumped
now.
in to help out. She was so excited that it was our
a lot more
150th episode.
Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Producer Allen.
Thank you, Mrs. Producer Allen. But I am sure that it sounds to me like a lot of R&D went into something like this to get those angles. I mean, if you take a look here, you're getting those nice crisp 45s. You don't have an overly large amount of tape used, which can often really ruin the gift. What I'm most excited about, look at that, even the back fold on to get that straight line. What I'm excited about here, Terry, is when you and I open the boxes to these things, we're very, very careful. But I don't have to be careful with the wrapping paper. I can get nuts.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't buy gifts.
What?
I'm actually a gift bag kind of a guy.
You're a gift
I don't
bag.
do a whole lot of, yeah. I don't do a whole lot of wrapping. Yeah. Gift wrapping at any rate.
I used to be much.
But you should definitely hear me beatbox. Sorry. Yeah.
Wow.
No ambiguity left unturned, ladies and gentlemen. On this show, never.
So you're going to do a birthday gift wrapping. Oh, hi, Grandma.
Yeah. Really quick, I just want to suggest out there, if anybody's hanging out in the chats, let Paul know what your first figure is. I'm sure that he's dying to know. We might get some really interesting.
I'm dying to know.
So,
yeah.
All right. I don't know if you guys can hear the tracks that are being spun right now, but I never thought I would hear a dance remix of Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. But lo and behold, here it is. And I feel funky. I feel ridiculously funky. I feel as good as the winner that's soon going to be announced on our very first Mystery Gleam contest. Paul, how are we doing on that? I don't have a clock here, folks. I'm not wearing a watch, but I'm sure we're down to the end.
We're getting there, guy. We're getting there.
We do have our first winter.
Woo!
Our first winter and first winter.
Winter and winners
winter
are
has-
coming.
They are. All right, so we have our first mystery winner. So, will Mr.
Mystery winner number
Robert Dalpra, I don't know where you are, but you've got to say that you are here so that we can, we can get opening the present, because we can't open up your mystery gift until you say you are here. So, Robert Dalpra, please let us know you are here. If you guys see Robert, please let us know. That way we can get opening, because I'm sure you guys all have FOMO, and I know Guy really wants to know what he's unboxing. He has no idea.
Chimed in. You obviously will be getting this. The paper will not be included. I will be keeping the wrapping. Apparently,
I just heard a truck backing up in the background, guy. I'm assuming that's somebody bringing the second prize.
that's Giftapalooza. Right there.
All right.
That's
I figured it was something
right
like
there.
that.
So, Terry, I think it'll be fun to hear what people's first Sideshow piece
I think so.
is in the chat. Terry, now, is it only Paul that can see whether or not Robert has checked in, or are you able to see as well? Robert,
I'm not.
I've got it.
I'm not
I've got to
following it.
open
No, I'm
this
not
thing,
following it.
Robert. You're driving me nuts.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, we've talked about what our first Sideshow piece was, Guy, but what was your first 6-scale piece?
My very first 6-scale piece would have been 1978, and it would have been the Kenner Han Solo.
Wow.
Kenner Han Solo, and that was purchased. I bought that with my own money, and my mother got me the Stormtrooper to go with it, so I could act out unique scenes, which was really.
I wasn't thinking that far back when I thought the question up, but that brings up an interesting point. And I guess if for my response, I would have to say similarly that my first was the Kenner 6-scale R2D2.
Oh, there you go. Now,
which I still have in the basement with the spiders.
Oh, I mean, for those of you that, I know some people, I think that's really cool. We saw in the chat that there are a few people, this is their very first show. Terry Smith is a collector of Lord of the Rings, as you heard before. He actually owns Shelob, lives in his basement, and guards the collection and makes sure that Terry doesn't go down there too often.
In fact, I was on the phone with Guy when he was on his way to work today, and I'd gone down into the basement to fetch this guy, which I was playing with before the show. And while I was down there, I noticed that a stack of boxes had been knocked over. So I just take that as very firm evidence that Guy is in fact correct. Shelob the spider is in point of fact.
Shelob is there. Shelob is definitely part of it. Yeah, I remember
Paul,
the Lord of the Rings stuff.
Paul, I think, what do you think? Have we had what?
Robert's not here. Robert did not chime in, so we've got to move on to our next Unsealed delight. We need a better name for what we call the Unsealed Revealed fans.
Paul, check YouTube again. Someone said I'm here, and it's like crazy something.
Crazy story 34? Yeah.
I'll look, but I didn't see it.
Okay. We're checking real quickly. Robert, but Robert with the anticipation. Love what he's doing. Yeah. Okay, we will see.
Zoom in on me there. That's great.
Well,
I'm checking myself. So
Terry, when they zoom in and show Paul, I look at the incredible sculpting done in the hair. I mean,
it's very lifelike.
It's lifelike and perfect. And to get that in sculpted hair instead of rooted is a big design challenge. And I think it's pretty cool that Paul's having that.
I think that the paint, the way that the paint plays with the light, it's really the most realistic hair. In fact, it sets a new standard for hair realism.
It does.
Oh, we got him.
We got him.
We got him.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, wow.
Cinderella story.
Yeah, Cinderella. Boy, did you have me going. Well, gentlemen, shall I begin?
Hang on.
Hold on. Not yet.
So, we've confirmed it is, Robert is here. He's Only bad news is he's a Steelers fan,
He's a
but that's
crazy
okay.
Steeler fan, but nobody's perfect. That's fine.
That's unfortunate. It's okay. We won't hold that against you, Robert. But thank you to everyone in the comments. We love the Unsealed community who are saying that he is here. Thank you guys for being good sports. But I think more than anything, everyone wants to see what Robert has won. So I think
Guy,
Man,
we're
go.
ready.
pretend like it's a birthday party and rip that bad boy open.
Oh, man, this is one I don't have. Oh,
I can't tell what it is.
just like when we pose, it's all in the reflexes. Oh, it's all in the reflexes.
man.
Big Trouble in Little China, Jack Burton. Look at the artwork. Look at the artwork on the box. I love this film. I love his, the creation of this character and the way he is. And that box is beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really good. Solid work by the people at Sideshow's graphic arts department on that one, because big
Well, you've
time
got
home run.
the exterior of the box, and then look at the interior, also done in this jade and the pattern in the gold.
Yeah.
Yes, the floaty face. I really
That's
like
taking
this.
me back.
I really like that Sideshow does this, where they have kind of a cigar band that's around the trays to hold them.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
well, congratulations, Robert, because that's a hell of a prize. man.
I am envious.
He's very excited.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Robert. I'm really happy for you, man. That's really, really cool that you get to have that one shipped to you.
Envious as all get out. I'm going to, Robert, with your permission here, and I'll put these back on. I'm going to remove the little baggies that protect. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Guy, what if you just take a marker and sign the back of the jacket? I'm sure he'd love that.
Yeah, do that.
Is there two
Those
B's
boots. I
in
remember the
Robert?
detail on those boots.
Is it ROBB? Okay, is that how? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, two. No, hugs and kisses. I think so.
That's crazy exciting, man. That's crazy exciting.
Check him out, and wow. Oh.
Yeah, the floating head thing is a great.
Darn it.
There's a stand that you can like slide into the back of that figure stand and have the head floating behind him.
Yes,
or next
and-
to him or whatever you want to do.
And the head, look, it's even got the little baggie,
Yeah.
little protector over it. You've got swap out hands. He's got his knife, because it's all in the reflexes.
Ooh, good reference.
Got the gun with the removable. Oh, gosh.
Now,
darn
I
it.
didn't see this movie until like legitimately when this figure was released. I had not seen this movie before.
Really?
Yeah.
This was a biggie. This was a huge one.
It was a biggie for a lot of people, and I remember I don't want to say that the Sideshow team necessarily ostracized me for not having seen it, but I was certainly heavily berated. Yeah, and they also threw a couple of other things at me that I hadn't seen, like Buckaroo Banzai and what was the other one? Yeah, there were 2 or 3 more, but anyway.
I obviously love
I'm caught up now.
the denim work, but there we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great graphic on that shirt.
That shirt is super cool. It's super cool. The boots. Check out that boot. And it wouldn't be an
the
Unsealed
detail
and
on the
Revealed
boots
show
is
if we
great.
didn't do that.
Oh, it's time for Tread Watch. I
Boom,
bet
he
Sam
actually
was-
does have a
Hey!
little tread on these boots. Boom, you can't go slipping around.
He's got his finger on the button at all times, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he is just waiting for that. But wow. Oh, man, you got the Jack Burton.
Yeah, you did.
That is so
Yeah,
good.
congratulations again to Robert. This
That
has
is
been
so-
another episode of Tread Watch.
Man, that's neat. Man, this is. It would be very interesting if Robert and I had the same mailing address.
Let's see if you can make that happen. Good luck with that. Hey, look at that. We got a number 2.
Gleam drop 2.
Gleam Drop 2.
Let's do it.
Gleam Drop 2.
Now, Guy, be careful. That's not
right.
yours.
That's not mine.
Yeah.
You know why it took Robert a while to check in? Because that was me. I was just having to click in down here on the phone. No. Oh, piece number
Okay,
two.
well, let's put that thing. Let's put that thing away in its box. Let's not play with that figure. That is not our figure
That
to play
is
with.
not mine.
definitely
That is
figure to
Robert's.
play
I'm
with.
putting this back.
Yeah,
Put that thing back.
we
where it
want
came
that thing to be as shiny and minty fresh as it can possibly be when
Oh.
it shows up at his doorstep. So let's
It's
put that thing away.
fantastic. It's fantastic. So
Second Gleam has been dropped, or is it still coming up? We've dropped it. All right, cool. So we got 5 minutes from however many seconds ago
5
to
minutes.
enter the contest.
5 minutes.
Round two. Round two is in progress. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you were talking about your first 6 scale.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what mine was because my 6 scale start, actually, believe it or not, before I got my first 6 scale, I don't want to say I turned my nose up at them, but it wasn't really something that I was terribly into the idea of. I was one of those people that was just like, they're just kind of like overdressed Barbie dolls, right? And
Wrong.
then for some, yeah, exactly. And until I had one in my hands, I didn't even remotely understand what was going on. And I was definitely a Star Wars piece. I want to
Okay.
say it was a clone, but I don't think they were doing clones that terribly early. So it was probably a Jedi. It was probably one of the Jedi, either Plo Koon or Ki-Adi-Mundi or one of those. And I remember when I finally got my first one in and just started playing with it and recognizing the storytelling potential of them. That's like immediately out of the gate, I recognized that unlike with statue collecting, where you have a team of artists working in tandem to generate a work of art that can be shipped to your house and displayed in your home for all time in a static pose. With a 6 scale figure, that 6 scale figure arrives at your doorstep, having gone through a very similar process with another team of artisans. And when it gets there, you as a collector get to have the final say in the creative process. You get to decide how that figure is going to be posed, how it's going to look on your shelf, what story it's going to tell. And if you ever grow tired of that story being told on your shelf, you can change it, which was just magical to me. And once I figured out that I could combine all that with photography and memorialize those stories, and just they could last beyond when I finally broke down whatever pose I was photographing, all bets were off. The 6 scale figures just started flowing in. I was legitimately buying every single Star Wars figure that they produced. So yeah, it's as you can see, I haven't stopped.
No.
And I don't expect I will anytime soon.
No, I don't see an end in sight for you or I. You know, we talked about that first figure, and I said that was the Han Solo and the Stormtrooper. Now that was back when that Stormtrooper would have had 4 points of articulation.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Well,
right.
actually, no. I guess it would have
There
had
was
6
no bending arm.
because it did have little
Did it rotate?
rollerboat. Now they could turn, but they could not pivot like so. But when I first discovered Sideshow, it was very, very different because it wasn't that whole Barbie idea, or even say a G.I. Joe, which I definitely had a number of those, but it was a different. It was about the artwork, and it was really where you saw all of these artisans kind of come together, where you were seeing details in costumes that you would never have kind of seen that type detail before. Design and I like that they would do things like this one, for instance, a Big Trouble in Little China, not something that you would normally expect to be able to get, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
that
I love it when
was the cool
Sideshow
part.
breaks away from the Star Wars and the Marvel, and they bring us these what they called at the time cult classic
Yes.
6 scale figures. Yeah, because we had that. I know that they did a version of the Crow. I'm trying to remember what else. I want to say there was another Kurt. There was Kurt Russell from
Snake Plissken.
Escape from New York. Yeah,
Snake
Escape from New
Plissken.
York.
That one I do have. I've got me my Snake Plissken.
That's the other one that I hadn't seen.
Oh,
That's the other
really? You
one that I
hadn't seen that? Oh. Oh, man.
And get this. This is a funny story. There is a bar. I'm from St. Louis originally. I moved out to California to work for Sideshow. I'm living back in St. Louis now. There is a microbrew craft beer company called Schlafly Beer in downtown St. Louis. They have a place called the Tap Room. And that building, which I would go to every Monday night with friends when I lived here the first time, is you can see that building very, very clearly in the scene where he walks around a corner and is approaching the crashed Air Force One.
Mhm.
That is the building that Schlafly Tap Room is now housed in.
So wait.
In fact, I was just there 2 weeks ago.
It was filmed in St. Louis?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, there's one
Filmed
I
there.
didn't.
It was filmed. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been to all the different sites now that I know now that I'm familiar with the film and now that I love the film. But,
So what I
yeah.
can do is take my figure, put him back in the box, get on a plane, come to St. Louis, stay with my buddy Terry Smith. We unbox it, pose the figure, and we get to recreate the actual shot with you behind the camera.
Yes, exactly so.
I think that, okay, does
that is a
next
thing that can happen.
Wednesday work for you? I don't know. Maybe there's something big going on Wednesday. I don't know.
Well, we have to run that by producer Alan, I think,
Yes.
just to make sure that we don't have other things.
But man, would that'd be neat. Wow, that's really cool. Actually, bringing that up, like, well, taking the figure and posing it in the actual position. I have not really gotten into the figure photography only because I'm not great at it. There yourself and some others that really push the envelope of what you can do. And you've been kicking out some recently on social channels that, wow.
Thanks, man. Thank
Yes,
you.
that are amazing. But I do.
Oh, what do we
like-
got? What do we got?
Oh,
Do
do we have another winner already?
is that our
We have a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Winner number two. Winner number two. Winner number two.
All right, come on. I want to unwrap
All
this gift.
right. So, again, I hope you're here and I hope you're present because our second mystery winner is Jason Garrett.
Yo,
Garrett.
Jason.
Not the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, which is a very specific reference, but the collectible. Maybe it is him, and he's a fan
Is
of
that a bounce
Unsealed
back to
Reveal.
Robert?
That would
So, Jason Garrett, if you are here, please say so. Oh, I think.
Wow,
I
that was
think
quick.
I see him.
Really?
He already
Let
chimed
me
in.
see.
Come on, Jason. We want to unwrap
I
your
think he
gift
might
for
be
you.
here. Let me
We're
make
pulling it for
sure.
you.
Uh-oh.
Let me just triple check here. You probably. Oh,
Yeah.
I think. Let's see. Hold on. The
suspense
comments are
is
moving
killing
really
me.
fast on 3 different channels. So,
The
Wow.
suspense is awesome. Yeah.
Jason, if you're here again, all right, Jason is here.
Jason's here.
Over on YouTube.
No time.
All
Okay.
right,
Holy cow.
Jason is
Right on, Jason.
here.
Jason, I
All
will.
right,
I
so-
will gingerly open the paper for you, so I know you're anticipating. I know that there's doing this. It reminds me of like a parent and they're watching their kid open the gifts and how they're just as equally excited.
Ooh,
Oh, cool.
Daredevil.
Bam.
Does anybody know how big of a Daredevil fan Terry is? It's yeah.
You are
And that's
a
one
huge,
I don't have.
huge Devil fan.
Yeah, I am a mess. I've been a fan of Daredevil since the Mazzucchelli and Nocenti and Nocenti rather and David Mazzucchelli days back in the '80s. And Frank,
Nice.
I missed Frank Miller's run, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. But shortly after Frank Miller gave up his run on Daredevil, I started collecting and I haven't stopped. So
When we look at this figure, this is again we talked about that like the box design with Big Trouble in Little China, how it it had the cigar band that holds the things together and works. And then when Sideshow will do things like this, where it's just a tease. I think
Yes.
that's so incredibly cool. So incredibly cool. I love doing this.
right on.
I love doing this birthday thing. Am I taking this thing out? Am I taking this guy out? Do you want to see him? Does the winner need to see?
Yeah, I don't think we need to pose it or anything, but yeah, let's take it out and just
Oh.
show the figure to the
Talk
camera.
about
is it the
the-
man
as is,
without
as
fear or
is.
the man with no fear? Or is it kind of interchangeable? I always forget.
I think it's it's
slogan.
always been the man without fear in my head. So yeah, it's the man without fear.
Did Sam just will actually you in front of all of these people?
No, I didn't.
Well,
no.
actually.
No. I legitimately had a question because I always hear that moniker or like that little
I know.
slogan going with Daredevil, and I'm like, wait, which one is it? I forget.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
There's probably
like,
a comic
on the
within
Frank
reach.
Miller comic, it's the man without fear.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a Daredevil hardcover in this room with me somewhere.
Oh,
At least one. In fact,
And this
I'm just
piece
gonna-
is particularly interesting because this one is sold out for sure. But
Oh,
we still
it's
have that
long gone.
Shadowland variant available.
yeah.
That's the one in like the black and red suit. That one's super cool too.
Yeah, check this. I mean, when we get a thank you, Michael, on the close-ups of that. This one here, it's the cut and sew and the design on here. Take a look at all of the different elements and all of the different colors. This is not just that straight red or anything like that. We've got leather going on here. We've got the sculpted and painted up in the mask.
There's actually-
the red eye bit is so cool.
We didn't do an episode of Unsealed on this Daredevil figure, but we do have an episode of How to Be a Poser on it. And Terry was actually able to do a really cool like mid-flight thing with that flight stand without a dynamic stand with him.
So when you receive your mystery present number 2, the Daredevil by Sideshow, you can go online and learn how to pose it.
Yep.
You can with me.
It's like an extension. Well, you know what? If we're down here.
Dude.
Look at that. Tread watch. That's for that. You've got to have tread like that for running on top of buildings.
Definitely so.
For running,
yeah. Those are some hardy boots, and that leather reads really, really well. It's a strong looking costume. Yeah.
Now, as
I do want to say, Guy, that Jason just gave a shout out, and this is one of the first times he's watched Unsealed, and this is the first thing that Jason has ever won from Sideshow.
Awesome, and he did it.
Congratulations!
50th birthday party.
And congratulations, such a cool piece. This is a good one, and now it's screen used, so it goes up in value.
Yes,
that's what I hear. Yeah.
No, this is such a beautiful, fun piece. Now, Terry, this is one that, as we've said, you have a How to Be a Poser. When you get a suit like this that sometimes will look like it's really sleek and snug on the body. However, with this one here, we're getting the fabric, the leather, and this and that. Do you find that posing things like this dynamically, you're a little more comfortable about? I know normally
much easier.
Yeah, you and I will get on the show. How do you feel the costume is going to hold up when I do my flying pose or this and that? How long would you leave it in?
Zero question. I could leave it all day and night and all week.
One like this, you're okay with. You're like, hey, I don't have to worry about something like that. And that now you guys were talking about the different Daredevil. Does this for you? Does this more the Frank Miller style?
Oh no, I would. Well, it's definitely got a classic look to it, but I think that it wasn't until the aughts thereabouts that we really started to see more paneling in the costumes.
Okay,
like we're seeing here. So yeah, this is definitely a much more modern interpretation of the Daredevil suit, less like the skin tight leotard look that was so popular in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But by this time, the artwork had become a little bit more intricate. With what they were able to pull off on the page because of different changes in techniques, development of new technologies and whatnot. That's when you started to see things like the scales really start to become more prominent in Captain America's cuirass. I guess since it's armored, I guess you can actually call it a cuirass, but basically the torso part of Captain America's costume and things like that. They had more of a real world appeal. It's something you could definitely see existing within a real world environment or in a live action show. Keep in mind, I'm just thinking right now, the first thing that comes to my head is the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck.
Ben Stiller.
But I would watch the Ben Stiller
movie
version
with Ben Stiller. Not many people know about that one. That is a deep dive.
That is a deep dive. That was a
never find it.
Yeah, that was a direct to MySpace release. Figure.
It was live streamed and then cut off.
It didn't even play the second half of the movie. You're gonna dig. I love it.
I love the hell out of that Ben Affleck.
Now, see, I'm not allowed in the warehouse here, which would probably be why I would be looking for and trying to find things like this. So when Alan's like, "Oh yeah, I just went down to the warehouse," I mean, there's a guard there that doesn't. I'm actually. Was it 500 feet? I think it's 500 feet that I'm not allowed to be.
There's a guy's presence on campus rings a bell, and they have to bring in it's a temp kind of a thing. They've got a guard on the call.
Oh, dude!
Bro,
you can't have a party without Barry, man.
Barry brought cake. I knew it, man. That guy loves cake. I knew you wouldn't let us down, Barry.
Terry,
my brother loves cake, ladies and gentlemen. He loves
What are you
cake so
doing
much.
here?
He loves it more than me. What do I ever do here? Feel free to type out your answers for that question in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. What does Terry do here? Wow, are those 6 scale heads on a cake?
Yeah, I made this.
Yeah. Are they edible?
Mom
And
helped
jazz
me.
hands. That's because that's how excited we are. Woohoo! It's a party.
That is so perfect.
Yeah, I just want to wish Unsealed, a happy birthday. I auditioned for the Terry part, but I didn't get it. Like a lot of things.
Yeah, but
Terry
see,
and I worked together.
but you did get a part, and even though it's just a part-time gig for you, and not every episode, obviously, but you actually get to go to the campus. I think you might have gotten the better end of the deal, bro.
Well, they don't know I'm here. So I just kind of come. Anyway, happy birthday.
The woods out back.
I'll let Guy blow these out.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Nice.
this explains why there's a tent over in the woods out in the back there. Now I know what that's about.
I was also looking for my fancy birthday headgear, and I was just like, why can't I find that? Because now I know Barry must have taken it from the house last time that he was here. That's why I'm not wearing
Barry is rapid and sneaky.
any party favors. He is. Who knows what else he's got? Maybe he's the one that knocked over my boxes downstairs.
Could be.
He could have been shuffling through. He could have been
Mischievous.
shuffling through. Or, wait a
for
second, we gave away rare and hard to find things, and that's what we're continuing to do.
Yeah.
And your boxes are knocked over. Is it possible some of these aren't from the warehouse,
They're actually
but from the private collection of Terry Smith? I don't know where producer Alan has been.
Do not.
I don't know.
Do not.
I don't know where
awaken
producer
the
Alan's been. I haven't seen him in days.
Oh, shut up, Guy.
Oh, good times, good times, good times. Are you guys gonna eat that cake? And
Dude, I am.
yeah, Yeah? Okay.
Well, not the accoutrements there that they've added, but yes,
those aren't edible, right?
yes,
Yeah.
those are not. They're-
You know what? Just
The cake
just
is
dip
edible,
that
these are
Scout Trooper
posable.
head.
I
Guy,
think it's
just dip that head in the icing and choke it down, man. You can do it.
it's appropriate to have a Deadpool head on there.
Yeah.
To be clear, I made these heads out of fondant.
He pronounced every letter in that word. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He really did.
I went to English school.
Barry's
Anyway,
It's true.
if it
It's
seems
true.
like we're killing time, we
Fondant.
are, because the next Gleam's not till 10:50.
Yeah, this, my
Bad planning.
friends, is called banter.
what do we have, an
Just
hour
squirted
to kill?
coffee through my nose.
You're going to live watch the cake fight that we're about. No, we're not going to have a cake fight. So, Paul,
you're not.
we asked earlier, and I'm curious, and now might be a time to ask, people, their very first Sideshow collectible piece. Who chimed in, right?
Yeah, we had one pop up. Admiral Moo from I guess he's from YouTube right there. Says that his first was the Sideshow Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Grand
And
Admiral Thrawn.
he still has him. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yes.
A great,
And,
great figure.
we might have a reappearance of that guy at some point.
Oh, man.
Who knows?
Oh, don't tease.
Well, I mean, I just
don't
like that he was, I don't know what I mean today, but I like that he was discussed in a show that we're all watching.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what I mean. I remember, I remember that figure. That was one of my
dude,
favorite things to do when I would go down to Comic-Con, and I think of the 155,000 people that attend, I think there's probably a large amount that the first thing they do is rush to the Sideshow booth because you want to see all of the
Every
cool
time.
and new stuff. And I remember going to Comic-Con, and I remember collecting Sideshow back when they didn't have a big booth. It was small. It was a couple of tables big at the time. And it was
Jason
really...
Grohosky
Yes.
says, I got my first Sideshow 2 days ago.
Really?
That's it?
What did he
That's
say
all you're
what he
gonna
got?
give it? Come on, Jason. We got to.
Yeah, Jason, you got to clue us in here. What was it?
More than that. Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about Grand Admiral Thrawn. I love the idea of a Mads Mikkelsen, or sorry, it's Lars Mikkelsen, Grand Admiral Thrawn. I can't wait to see what that character looks like. It's really going to be awesome, especially after what they pulled off with Cad Bane. I mean, transitioning that character from
my
animation
God.
to
Yes.
live action.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! My head exploded. I mean, really.
Dude, his voice.
Oh,
His
everybody
voice-
loved
oh.
that. Yeah, and keeping the original voice in it was a lot of fun.
Chef's kiss.
So
Yeah, that was just. Oh man, yeah.
it's always.
I don't have the words to describe that voiceover actor's amazing performance of Cad Bane. It's the same guy from the animated series, yeah, obviously. So I'm glad that they kept that. But J.B. Wesk, W-E-S-Q.
Yes.
My first was the Adam Hughes Mystique statue.
Oh, right. All right.
I remember that.
I was curious about people that have done 1/1 scale pieces, because that's the thing. Sideshow, you and I come here and show off 6, but there's been so much. I was a 6 scale collector with them, but I think I was equally collecting premium format and 6th at the same time when I first started. It was boom,
Who
boom,
does
boom,
that?
boom, 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 boom. There she is, rocking it out.
You love her. You know
I'm
you do.
telling you. Well,
Action
they're
grandma.
they're pumping in what she plays into the earpiece here, and that's what's keeping me going. It's 2
You
cups
can't-
of coffee.
you can't see
Me,
right now, but I'm totally posing 6 scale figures while we're on the show. It's
well, that's kind of what we're supposed to do, right?
I know.
For the
I'm
for the 2
suffering from
winners so
posing
far,
withdrawal.
it's incredibly great, and I love that they're winning. But boy, is it difficult to not go, okay, Terry, what am I going to do with it now? You're going to put it back in the box and send it to someone as a gift.
Hey guys,
My
sorry.
friends Miguel and Ileana over at Toy Quest 101 have just announced that theirs was the Thing statue, and they still have it. I used to have that, if it's the one that I think it is. Yeah.
Hey guys,
Oh, hi, Alan.
I had to step away for a minute. Hey, where'd you get a cake?
There was a guy that came in through the back door.
He was always clever, that one. All right, hey, about 3 or 4 minutes to the next Gleam. And this is a good
Oh,
one.
there's
I'll
another
give you
Gleam. Cool.
A little insight. When I found this one, I almost kept it for myself, just slid it in my trunk and didn't tell anybody, because this one is by far my favorite one so far.
Dang.
I was thinking that we were going to go out with a bang, but again, because I wasn't aware of what we were going to do and how many I really wasn't entirely sure we were going to do some more giveables. So
This is what's
we've
been
got
fun
3
about.
minutes left until then. Yeah.
He said that, yeah, we're getting about 2. So do you have one more person does anybody on there have a 1/1 scale prop as their first piece? Anybody have an art print?
I have one.
That was your first Sideshow thing?
No, not an art print. I was gonna say, Kristen C on YouTube says that their first was a golden stormtrooper from NYCC. Terry, how does that make you
Kristen,
feel?
what are you doing
Reactions,
to me?
thoughts,
What are you doing
comments?
to me?
Kristen,
Oh my God!
I don't think she
Okay.
realizes that was brought up
Can I just say
prior to
yeah,
the
can I
show.
just say, guy, just let me go ahead and tell everybody this. It's collecting
Wow.
Hot Toy Stormtroopers is a big passion of mine. I have almost all of them, with 3 exceptions. Those 3 exceptions being the porcelain Stormtrooper, the copper chrome Stormtrooper, and your golden Stormtrooper, Kristen. You are taunting me. You are taunting me with your Stormtrooper. Oh God, I'm so happy for you. It's a great piece, and I hope to have it someday to add to my collection. So
It's as though she came in. You were very much like Darth Vader. She walks up and just pushes on the chest plate. She knew exactly what buttons to push to make Terry Smith go.
I feel like somebody's feeding her some inside
Yeah,
information.
exactly.
I don't know.
Maybe.
No, as we've said, we can't always have them all. But it is very cool to see what people are collecting. Yeah, let's
Real Ben Feldman says, my first Sideshow item was a Crystal Skull GWP at Best Buy from buying Indiana Jones
Yes.
and the Crystal Skull.
Yep, you bought
Yeah,
the
you
crystal
would know about
skull.
that.
You bought the crystal skull, and it actually can remove from the base. So you had the skull like that. I bought a number of them because I had the figure, and well, I kind of needed it for the display because remember, there's a lot of the crystal skulls there in that. Yes, for a while there were a couple of tie-ins. That was one. There was another one that was each of the Lord of the Rings ones. They had some pieces in. There was a Gollum statue. There was a couple of fun things. So it's always neat to get those. That's very cool. That it was
Actually, the Gollum statue, I take it back. That's if we're qualifying those as well, then the Gollum statue will actually be my very first.
That would have been
Sideshow
your first piece when you
that
bought
came with
the
Two Towers.
the DVD, not the Blu-ray,
Yes.
not the 4K.
That's right.
The DVD. One step up from a VHS cassette, folks.
What's a DVD?
Exactly. But is it pronounced DVD? How do you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those were fun. Yeah, some of my other prop replicas. Any Indiana Jones piece, I would always jump on and order 2 of every single thing. Certain others, I got nuts. Must be gleaming.
All right, first, just a little trivia. I worked on those Lord of the Rings DVDs.
Oh,
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
So
second,
thank you for contributing to my financial
You're welcome.
Downfall.
investment. Yeah,
All right.
investment. Yeah.
Third gleam is open.
Go for it.
Third.
Go for it. Do it. You know what
Third
to do. You
gleam.
have 5 minutes from right now to enter. And while
What
we're
is
while
the
we're
figure?
waiting for that 5 minutes to lapse, I've got
holy
another thing
mackerel.
here from.
Jeez,
Holy
why'd you get
mackerel.
up? Well, now you know why you heard the truck back up.
Whoa.
Well, this basically renders this comment moot. Big Slow 23 says, jokingly, I assume, watch the third giveaway itself item be the gold stormtrooper. That would indeed be, yeah. Anybody who was wondering what it would look like to watch me try to dive through an HD camera on my computer would.
That's why
Yeah.
you invest in 4K to watch moments like that. Look, I can watch it frame by frame to when Terry's heart rips in two.
Yeah. I'm just
You
trying
look
to
like you're
imagine
doing an
what
impression
this
of the neighbor from Home Improvement.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Yes.
Wilson.
I will be doing the whole show this way from now on. So
I think I know what this is.
oh, you do?
I think I know what this is. Yeah, I think I do.
With each time I'm trying not to even guess. But it's fun to have the big boxes.
I've got a pretty good idea. I'm trying to decide if I should just type it into our chat here, just so in house we all know what I think.
Well,
it is.
hey, are we going to take guesses during this 5 minutes?
I don't know, man. I think
Does somebody
I can
win
just
something
see
if they
being.
guess correctly what it is?
Probably
I
not.
can see me being.
No,
I can-
I will
accolades.
actively
They
take a
win
prize
accolades.
away from them.
Yeah, I can see me being wrong and then having then getting hell for it for the rest of the hour. That would all be
Well,
forgotten
actually into oblivion.
again
So somebody
for the second time today.
did we find out what the person who just started getting Sideshow 2 days ago? Did we find out what the item was?
Who was it?
We
Jason.
did. It was a Luke Skywalker Sith Apprentice.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
it's for the Sith Apprentice. No, that would have to be Anakin Skywalker Sith Apprentice.
Anakin.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. It was basically the basically it was a limited version of the Anakin Skywalker 6-scale figure, only with the painted Sith eyes.
Right.
And I think it came with a really cool base too.
Yes.
if I'm
It
not
came with the
mistaken.
robot
Yeah.
in the lava.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a different one.
That was the con exclusive.
Yeah. Well, oddly enough, I believe the Dark Anakin was a con exclusive as well. That was another thing, was getting the con exclusive at Sideshow, and I think my favorite con exclusive was the the Han and Luke in Stormtrooper disguise 2-pack.
Oh yeah, I had that for a
Oh
while.
man, did I love that one?
Dude,
that
what
was
a get.
Yeah.
I dug on that. I mean, I always thought that I loved the Stormtroopers and then I loved the characters, and to get them together like that was really neat. You had the droid colors.
Oh, because they included the helmets that they came with had all the details.
had
on
all
the
the detail on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
made
and
it
that was really
very
slick.
very different that you had this all of what a Stormtrooper, because we didn't necessarily see that too much, because I think
Right.
we only see Han kind of set the helmet down at one point, because you're not seeing up and in it. But
Yeah, at the time it was very much next level, because I don't think a lot of companies were doing that level of detail on the inside of a helmet.
that was the fun part of what Sideshow was doing and continues to do. And
Oh,
Shout out from Sean Pace. My first was the Power Girl premium format figure. There's another coming soon. The unboxing video was posted this week. So yeah, we got another Power Girl premium format figure that looks really, really awesome.
Hey, Terry.
Speaking of looking really, really awesome, Barry's back. Hey, Barry.
Hey, Terry.
looking awesome.
Terry, you never
Yeah.
told me you wanted a gold stormtrooper. I had one of those, dude.
oh,
What?
Yeah, I had it in my room right next to my lava lamp.
Past tense? Like had? You don't have it
Yeah.
anymore?
I had to sell it to make the payment on my Ford Festiva.
Ah,
Yeah,
that
you
damn
should have
Festiva,
told me, dude. I would have totally traded you.
I totally would have helped you out, man. I totally would have made that payment for you. It would have
That's
been.
what we get
yeah,
when we don't
would've-
live together anymore.
That's what happens. Yeah.
He used the money to
Okay.
put the Louvaliers on the back windshield of the Festiva, so it really had a stylish and sporty look.
I feel like I'm getting so close to my goal of achieving of acquiring my gold stormtrooper to my collection in this episode, and just having it pulled back from me. Just everything posing by proxy that we do here on the show. This is collecting by proxy. Everybody else has the gold stormtrooper but me. That's just the way sometimes the collecting goes.
Well, so. The gold stormtrooper thing got brought up with the intro to our show that kind of pans over a bunch of figures, and there are ones in there that I think you and I both is the dagger going, oh.
Every time this is me. I'm just like,
that one. I screwed up. And or I've done the whole, I thought I had it, but I guess I don't. Kick myself in the pants for later on. Which is why you pre-order. If I pre-ordered more
for, like 8,000 entries.
How many?
What's that, Sam?
8,000?
8,000 entries. Terry, how many did you and I put out?
That's nuts.
Because they haven't called our name yet.
3,000 for me. Yeah.
So we've got an okay shot. We've got an okay shot, and no one is gonna think that Guy Smith is a real person and is us. No one's gonna buy that. They're not
really quick while we're waiting here. Goose Flora Fauna. Hey fellas, the first sideshow I got was the Hot Toys Batman 89 and Joker 89 Deluxe, and soon after the Terminator 1984. So yeah, she banged out 3 right there. Bam, bam, bam.
Yep. And there's my dagger. I don't have the 89 Batman. I have both versions of the Joker they did, the mime version, as well as the classic. And I kick myself every time that I don't have the 89.
Guy.
Yes.
Guy, I'm hearing that sound. I think we have a winner. Yeah.
Woo. Hello again. It's me from the comments.
Guy.
We have a winner, everyone, for our third and final mystery giveaway. So, if you will, Alexander Alonso, please let us know if you are here. You're definitely going to want to let us know that you are here. If you see Alexander Alonso anywhere, please shout out, let us know they're there. There are a ton of you, and there are a ton of comments. So, Alexander Alonso, where are you? Because you have just won, I think, probably one of the coolest things that we've seen. We're very excited for this. So, Alexander Alonso, I'm gonna keep an eye out for him. Terry, Guy, be professionals and vamp.
Yeah,
okay.
Vamping is what
Professional
I
vamping?
like to do.
All right, we are going to demonstrate how to do a kazoo solo on one of these here. No, we're not going to do that.
Oh, thank God, that was so close. Oh God, he's going to do it.
No.
Do not.
The only reason I would do that is if that came with a figure. I'm loving
doing
the episodes.
If it would get you a figure.
I'm loving doing the episodes with you when we want to use an accessory, and of course, you and I sometimes, today we don't, but sometimes, okay, what are we going to do? And, if only I had a gauntlet. If only I had a such and such. If only I had I think it's so fun to find out.
I don't know why I don't think of that before the actual show.
Well,
I'm just going to have to start acquiring them.
Yeah. I think we've added to your Amazon wish list the mini trampoline. We know we need that for dynamic poses.
Yep, there he is. Now okay.
Did you check in?
Our friend Paul, Alexander Alonso is actually an old online friend of mine who I hear from still periodically. Alex, congratulations, man!
Nice.
Congratulations, really, really pleased for you here.
There you are.
Yeah, cannot wait to see what you just won, man. Yeah.
Paul?
Alex and I were both on a message board back in the day. We were both big Lord of the Rings collectors. His avatar was legitimately the eagles doing battle with the fell beasts in midair, which I always thought was at the very least in the top 3 of the coolest avatars on that site. So yeah, cool.
May I begin?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
What do we got?
Are you serious?
Dude, shut up! I was right.
No way!
Because I just opened this again the other day, and I'm like,
there is so much about this that makes this one incredible. Not only is this the probe droid, this is one of the first releases where it has the snow base.
Oh my God! Oh.
Yep.
Where it has the snow
That's
base.
the one you want.
Wow.
Oh God, that's so exciting.
I am not going to take this out because it would never go to our winner.
Nope.
Somehow it would be lost. I don't know what would happen. There is so much about this that is incredible. I do have one of these. Terry, you have or have had?
Dude, Yeah, I definitely have one. It's not on display at the moment. I just took it out. I was considering using it for a photograph that I was doing, but then I went another way. And yeah,
Every one of the arms, all of the little clamps, all of these, everything is all articulated.
dude, I remember when the team was putting this thing together, and everybody was just so on point about it. I mean, the level of professionalism. There was a trio of guys, especially that I have in mind, but the level of professionalism, attention to detail, when they would just get the parts in, and just like the minutia that they were like bringing to the table was just inspiring. Yeah, this was the time when we were doing when Sideshow was doing battle droids, and when they were really bringing some next level stuff to their engineering, and I think this is the pièce de résistance when it comes to that era of Sideshow figure collecting.
The
Really,
paint
really
application,
happy for Alex.
all of it on this. I know someone who has just built a full scale of this, and I would not doubt that they used this for a little bit of reference for.
It has batteries in it. It actually makes the sound and it lights up.
Yep.
So the chatter of the probe droid, you've got
Beep,
that
beep.
for one button, and then another button. It alternates. You can hit the button multiple times to alternate between the different lighting scenarios that it does in the film. So it's a great, stunning piece. Again,
I don't know
can't
how
say
he
enough
found
about it.
this one. This,
Dude,
yeah.
how? I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah.
he found this one here, but the Imperial.
What else lurks within the dark
Exactly.
nooks and
What could be
crannies
in
of the
there? And no
Sideshow
wonder I'm not
warehouse?
allowed in. It's, Sideshow has done a lot of cool. I mean, like this would, does this fall under vehicle, figure? Does it environment? Sideshow was one of the first to jump on building kind of environment areas for 6 scale and all. I still have the 2 big ones that I have are Yoda's hut, Dagobah Yoda's hut that they made, as well as the map room. I actually have 2 of the map room. Don't ask me why. I always click 2. If it says Indiana Jones, quantity 2.
We have this from Alex. Flying Fight says, "Thank you so much." Yeah, you're very welcome, Alex. Thanks for being on the show. Thanks for being with us on the show today. Felix Pena, probably the best comment. Sheesh. I think I got all the E's in there. I'm not sure. Should I have gone longer? Maybe next time. Yeah.
And
look,
it's
back.
cake.
He's got cake.
First piece of cake. I would like to welcome Sam Catarasano out here.
Oh, that's me. Come on.
Oh, Sam, bring in Sam. Producer Sam coming on the screen. I love it.
folks.
Yeah.
He's
not here enough.
Does so much for this show and for so many other shows. That congratulations. Thank you for being here.
He's stationed a long ways away from the table, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it's actually a quarter mile. Takes a couple.
Yo, I got some cake.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Michael.
Welcome to the show, Sam. So now we know
Alex.
what super producer Sam looks like, everybody.
Michael Hellard, not related.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, oddly enough,
Of course
the same
not.
on the
No.
applications.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, that's them, ladies and gentlemen. What you're seeing there is the entire team at Sideshow that brings you this show on a weekly basis, sometimes twice weekly basis. Getting to enjoy cake while Paul and I watch.
Do they have,
That's fine. That's fine. I've given
um,
up sugar. So
is it, and what do they call them?
What's that?
The things that you get, but they're only on your computer. The
Uh,
NDF. Anyway, your cake was sent as
NFTs.
NFT.
And yeah, you have the NFT
NFTs.
cakes.
Oh, there it is.
Non-fungible token. Yeah.
On today's Old Man Corner,
digital sugar.
Digital sugar.
Yes. Yes.
Sam,
Everybody
bring me
cake,
back on
everybody.
screen. What's happening?
Yep. It's hard for him to do, man. You don't have it set up on remote. Yeah. Just bring like a little clicker. Like a dead man. Bring a dead man switch like from a bomb or something like that. And yeah.
There he is. Talk to
All
us.
right. That concludes our broadcast day here at Unsealed Real. We want to thank all of our fans, as usual.
Yeah.
We love doing the show for you guys. Obviously, we goof around a lot. We love doing it for us, too. I won't be lying. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned. We do have the Ahsoka Tano figure here at Sideshow. So we will be doing an Unsealed for Ahsoka in the next couple days. Stay tuned to the social channels. We'll let you know when that's going to be. That is not currently scheduled, but it will be very soon. So stay tuned to that. We have some cool figures next week, and we have a really cool extra show next week that we're doing also. So keep paying attention to Sideshow social channels. Make sure you tune into Unsealed and Revealed, and we're constantly doing fun stuff here, and we give stuff away almost every week. So please come back if it's your first time.
Woo woo.
Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody.
it's always a good
Paul.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry, for always letting me just have fun and play. I think my favorite part of getting to do this, and now getting to have done this 150 times, and it still seems like the first ones every day, is the playing. Is the play. I love that we get to play. It's not just about the toy and the figure, but it's really about the play and the enjoyment that comes from play. And I think that's why we all got into it.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And the community aspect of it. Not only just the three of us, but I love reaching out and hearing, in the Let Your Geek Sideshow fan group and others, just hearing the community about what they're into. Thank you so much for sharing your stories about today about which things you started with your collections, which is so cool to hear from people that just started 2 days ago.
That's beautiful, guy.
Oh.
What a goof.
I told you not to bring Alan to tears, guy. God, every time. Jeez.
It's Oscar season, so that's why you see all this acting.
Yeah.
That's
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, and when you talk about snubbed, I think his performance right there was one that was, or wait, actually, would it be eligible for next year's?
Oh, yeah, actually, it would be eligible for next year.
Okay. So put your votes in early for that.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's all we've got for this episode of the 150th sesquicentennial episode of Unsealed and Revealed. I hope everybody had at least as much of a good time as I did, and I know Guy did, because he was, well, you learn to recognize when Guy is having a good time, because he's pretty much always having a good time. Thank you both of my co-hosts here on the show, Guy and Paul. It's been a pleasure. I came into Unsealed and Revealed at some time after its inception, and it's been a real pleasure again to be here with you guys. We just saw all of them on the screen, the entire team out there in Thousand Oaks. Super producer Sam, producer Michael, and producer Alan. Pleasure to work with you guys. I hope we have 150 more episodes to look forward to together. Again, all of you out there, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to all of our winners out there. And until next time, do not forget to let your geek side show.
Bye, everyone.
Don't forget.
Until next time.
Later, everyone.
Goodbye.